And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Kerflip, which is, according to the box, the fast-thinking, flip-scoring, free-for-all word game. Fast-thinking, flip-scoring, free-for-all word game. Whew. Say that 3 times fast. Anyway, Kerflip is a word game where it looks like it has Scrabble tiles in it, and you're trying to make words with them as fast as you can. Now, this will sound like other word games that you've played, but I've never actually seen one like this before. It also has kind of a mechanical genius inside the box. Let me show you. It's pretty cool. Everything revolves around the box that the game comes in. You actually use this box as the game board. What you do here is you will place some cards right like this. You'll take a box, this box here, and it places right like this. Then you'll take this board and you will tuck it in the side like this. This is the playing area of the game. Now you have a bag of tiles that comes with the game. And each player is going to draw a certain number of tiles from that bag. So let's say here we got several players in the game. Each of those players is from different angles going to throw these tiles on the board. Once you do that, you will then flip all the tiles over as fast as you can. Everyone works together, flipping them from the orange side to the ivory side. Then the gameplay begins, and each player is looking for words that they can find that are 3 letters or greater that use some of these or all these letters, as many as they can think of. So maybe somebody shouts out the word ice, and then someone else shouts out the word less, and then the third person shouts out the word lone, and the fourth person shouts out the word want. Okay, so the person who says ice says I-C-E. They get 10 points for each letter that they use, so 30 points. The next person said less, so they say L, E, so they get 5 points for that, S, and S. So they've gotten 35 points for saying less. And for the life of me, I can't remember what the next person said, and the last person I think said lone. So 10. But if for some reason you say a word and the letters that you wanted to use are no longer there, then you can't get that word, haha. At the end of a round, all the orange letters are pushed into these slots, and all the white ivory letters are taken back and thrown back into the bag. And so then you'll start another round where we throw out letters. Now, some of the letters on the board have numbers on them. They look like Scrabble numbers, but these numbers are better than Scrabble numbers. If you use a letter with a number in a word that you do, you get to draw that many cards from the slot that you will keep secret for the end of the game. 15 bonus points at the end of the round. 5 bonus points. 20 bonus points. Sucker! And that's basically how that works. So those will keep going, and the game will continue. As more and more letters, you won't have that many letters. There is a lightning round. If this tile jumps out, you will get 50 points or 25 points if you're the first person to come up with a word. And so the game will continue until someone's supposed to draw letters from the bag, and that person can no longer draw letters from the bag. When that happens, everyone totals up their points, and whoever has the most points is the winner. Cleaning the game up isn't so bad because of the way the box is organized. You take this out, or actually you leave it in there, but I'm going to show you, and then you just tilt the box like this. I guess you take the cards out first, and all the tiles fall into that box, or they should have, and then you take that box and you just dump the box into the bag. It's actually a pretty neat mechanic, and it would have, yes, some letters fell through, but that's because I didn't leave the board in place when I dropped it. I thought that was pretty cool. And then the bag stores inside the box during the course of the game. But that's basically how the game works. You're just trying to call words out that nobody else has called out, or at least using letters that nobody else has used. It's a very interesting concept, and it's very fun. Well, I guess I gave my opinion away there. Yeah, I'm not a huge word game fan, but I really like this one because okay, granted, I won't lie. 50% of my liking for this one is the mechanic. I don't know what it is. I like sweeping the tiles off the table. That's just fun. I like throwing the tiles down. Maybe there's something about that. But, even without that, it's neat that, you're not trying to think of long, complicated words, although you can with the letters that are out there, but you're trying to think of a word faster than other people, because obviously the person who's first has an advantage because they don't have to worry about other people using their letters. But after that, the letters flip over. So if there's only one E out there, I try to make sure that I don't use that E in my word if I'm going to, not unless I'm the first person, then definitely use it. Take it off the board for everybody else. And that's a cool concept, especially when you're playing with multiple players. As people say their words, the letters turn over to orange, which give fewer points, and then come off the board, which give no points. And that's I don't know. I enjoy it a lot. It doesn't take a long time. I mean, we're talking a 20 to 30 minute game, but it's a definite solid game. It's a game that people play and they'll say, hey, let's play it again. Because it's something that, one of the things I don't like about Scrabble is the whole needing to memorize the 56 two-letter words and putting words that no one knows. That's dumb. Here you're just trying to think of a quick, fast, useful word using the letters that are thrown out there. So obviously there's speed involved, but even if someone shouts one out very quickly, they may not have gotten the best word. You may be able to use the letters they have not used. The game comes with a little timer that you can flip over if the last person to go is taking a really long time. But really, being that last person does give you an advantage sometimes because you listen to what everyone else said. You said, okay, I won't use any of their letters, and now let's see how long of a word I can make. Excellent for the classroom, excellent for the family, a good word game, Kerflip.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door!
There.